We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. In motion goes the tight end. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. A shotgun snap for Luck. That is caught. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
But that to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounded, but it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Luck. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So here are the Dolphins now with excellent field position to start things out. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It just makes things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Here's Jackson. Towards the sideline, Collins with a catch. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Allen. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They'll run. This is Allen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They They stay on the ground with Allen. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Marcus Allen taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
We're not winning. We're not winning.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Love. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Here's Love. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took it a little too far, it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Clock throwing again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. In motion, Hill. Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Luck now to throw. And this will be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Here's Love. And all intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Hey, Alpha, sit on! Finish it on!
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, middle.
Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Jackson will throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line, but not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing is Locke. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yo, that was a wide open pass.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run with Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards to go, second down. Now it's Jackson. That one complete to Okoye. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
No, we changed it.
Again, Jackson. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cole Kmet, 41 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. That time
not doing what no more.
And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The one who keeps stopping my drives. And he keeps hitting the...
Oh, good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Buccaneers offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you to bigger errors.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Moore, the man in motion. Now it's Locke. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will back now in Miami. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Locke. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. To the air again, Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start the drive with a give to Allen. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Joey Bosa in on the stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Here's Allen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now Allen. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar. And this will stay a 12-point game. Hard to believe that they could mount that long of a drive and come up with nothing on the scoreboard.
It can be disheartening, it can be frustrating, and can also cause some anger because when that happens, that type of a drive, and you come up empty, you're really looking for someone to blame, and you start pointing fingers at each other.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's face it, the focus is going to be, at the end of this play, on the big-time gain, right? He lined up on the left and worked his way all the way to the right before the perfect pass found him. But how about the offensive line and the protection to give him enough time to work his way all the way across the field?
Here's Locke. That'll be caught by Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. One last throw here for Locke. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.